Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I've been talking about indie fragrances that I'm wearing for the summer with a lot of you on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. So I thought, I think it's probably time to film my summer indie fragrances for 2024. There's a list of 12. I don't even know if I got all the ones that I'm actually wearing, but there's a list of a minimum of 12. If I find anything before I edit this video, I'm gonna add it, because realistically, all I've been wearing lately are indie fragrances. I'm not gonna talk too much about most of these. In fact, if I've already done some sort of video on it, I'm not gonna talk about it at all. If not, I'll give you a couple of notes and when I would wear it maybe in the summer. But 12 is a lot of fragrances, so I don't want to make this too long. So let's actually start about one that I definitely have talked about multiple times. In fact, this has probably been in other lists. It's from the House of Authenticity, and it's Authenticity Summer Vibes. Now, this is the newest one. This has like a really juicy pineapple. And it's really nice, really fresh, really appropriate for summer. I know I said pineapple. It has nothing to do with Aventus. It's very playful. It's not dark or anything. It's just a really juicy, fruity fragrance. And if you haven't watched my video on that, watch that. I think this might be his most popular one from the house. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure Summer Vibes is his most popular one for good reason. Let's move on to the next one. Again, I'm going to try to do one I already talked about. This one, I'm biased because it's the most recent bottle from this house that I received from Hez Parfums. It's going to be Muses. And the reason I like this is because it's really refreshing. It's got like a really nice kind of like creamy touch to it, at least off of my skin. And it's got kind of like those molecules that I like. The refreshing part of it is a cold pressed lemon, which is why it's so refreshing. It's got a little bit of fruits in it, some marine and ozone notes, and it's got the molecules that I like white musk. Kind of one of my most favorite clean notes. And it has sandalwood, which is what gives it that creamy feel, which I really like sandalwood. In fact, I feel like I've been liking that note more and more in fragrances, so I kind of gravitate towards it more. The next one, because I know I've done this before, is from the House of Profumo dei Totti, and it's Oh Yes. This is the old bottle. You won't be getting the same bottle when you order now. This is one that whenever I recommend to people, they absolutely like. So I did talk about it, but let me go ahead and read just a few notes to you. This is kind of like an aquatic, but it's not going to give you exactly an aquatic vibe. It's definitely a lot more upscale than an aquatic in my book. And my friend Tammy, who does not like aquatics at all, actually really liked this one. So this one has notes of strawberry. So he kind of was telling me that it's basically a strawberry aquatic. But you have sea notes, vodka, pineapple, bergamot, lavender, water notes, geranium, white musk, saffron woods, amber, earthy notes, strawberry vine, sandalwood, and ambroxan. So basically, let me just give you the cliff notes, because that is a lot of notes. Strawberry, it's fresh, but it's not too fresh. I definitely get the amber and the ambroxan, but there's a little bit of a warmth to it. So it is fresh, but it's got the warmth. And you know, when I had my friend Tammy smell it, I really didn't tell her any of the notes. She and her husband actually guessed some of the fruit notes, like including the pineapple. And they guessed amber as well. So it's like, okay, so that warm part of it does come out. But it's a really, really nice fragrance. It is still my favorite from the house, and I've actually liked everything from this house. So another one that I've talked about a million times before, so I'm not gonna go too much into it, is a fruity aquatic from the House of Genre. It's Ramk. I kind of go back and forth with my most worn genres for the summer. This year, I'm back to this one. It's just like a really nice fruity aquatic fragrance. Fruity aquatic is just so easy to wear. If you haven't tried this one, it's got to be one of the top like 3 most popular fragrances from the house. So I honestly think you need to try it. Speaking of more popular ones from the House of City Rhythm, I was gonna go from the City collection and do Miami Tropical Confessions because I wear that one a lot at night. But realistically, the one I wear most in the summer is gonna be from the Rhythm line, and it's Rhythm. It's just really easy to wear, guys. And It pushes really hard and it gets a lot of compliments, and it's one of those ones that if you're going to be around people that you don't really know and you just want to wear something that you know they're going to like, it's rhythm. It's not challenging, it's just really nice. And it works day or night, so it is one of those ones that if you want something to push through the evening, this is the one to go for, but it's fresh enough to wear during the day. I'm going to keep trying to push through because time is money. You know, from the House of Happyland, you guys already know, it's Haymaker. This is just a really nice, fresh, citrusy, gingery bomb. And the more you wear it, the more you love it. And it's another one that, yeah, it's a summer fragrance, but it's an absolute beast. It lasts forever and it projects very well. To be fair, most of these do. Indie fragrances just end up having more projection, but for the most part, their concentration is higher. Everything from Happyland is a beast. So, I mean, I don't feel like there's any surprise there. The next one that I've talked about is from the House of Theodore Skalatinis, and it's Aegean Salt and Citrus. It's exactly what it is. It is a beautiful, upscale, citrusy fragrance that this definitely kind of takes you to vacation. Hold on, I want to smell this one again. Oh, I made a mess. This takes you to summer vacation off the coast somewhere, the Aegean coast. I mean, what do you mean somewhere, Sarah? Yeah, I love the sprayer on this one too. Yeah, it's really beautiful, and this one definitely screams luxury to me. So it's a little playful, but I would wear it a little. You don't have to wear it dressed up, but I would wear it a little dressed up, maybe like a little casual. But that's what it is. It's got more luxury to it. That's what I like about this fragrance. It's playful, but it definitely has a little bit more luxury to it. So after that, this is probably one of my two newest fragrances. Actually, before we even do that, let's go ahead and talk about the one I got before this. There's a lot of new ones, but this one I think I only talked about on... I think I only talked about this on Instagram. So from Transcendent Parfums, you guys already knew I still love Ocean Sunset, but this is Miami Sunset. This I do need to read the notes for because I know I haven't talked too much about it. You have ripe pineapple, Sicilian lemon, bergamot, mandarin orange, tropical fruit blend, seaweed, marine notes, cologne, ozonic, ocean air accord, sea salt, and then creamy coconut, gaiac wood, tayar flower, frangipani, clean musk, and ambergris. Long-winded way of saying it smells very similar to Ocean Sunset, but this is creamy. So basically the notes like same fruitiness, but with additional creamy coconut, the tiara flower, and the frangipani. Don't overly sweeten it at all. They just make it like a creamy version of Ocean Sunset, which it's like a true flanker to me. And I don't think they're redundant because you can wear them on the same occasions, but this is definitely a creamier version. And this is the one that, I mean, I posted on Instagram. I wore it to work, and a woman that's never spoken to me in 8 years of me being at my job stopped me in the hallway and said, I just have to ask you, what perfume are you wearing? Because it is the most beautiful perfume I've ever smelled. And I was like, that is one hell of a compliment. So I told her, and I was like, well, it's an indie release, but I'll tell you what it's called. And I told her, and I thought it was really cool because, again, she's never spoken to me before. This is one that's going to be a crowd pleaser. Pretty much everyone that smelled it on me has loved it. Oh, there goes that. I definitely recommend it. I mean, indie fragrances do that. Let's talk about the next one. I already kind of talked about it, but let me read a few of the notes because, you know, I didn't get to do a full review, which I really need to of a lot of these. And it's really affordable. So from the House of Alexandria, it's Day at the Beach. So even in the name, it kind of tells you what it's for. This one is kind of like clean, fresh, also a little bit elegant, in my opinion, something that you might want to wear with maybe a little dressed up. Not like super dressed up, but like, I'm just saying like brunch with friends, something like that. Well, I don't actually, realistically, I don't know what you wear with brunch with friends. I know what I wear with brunch with friends. I think I would wear this with that. So you have, he kind of does it in paragraphs instead of putting them all together. You have peach blossom, Sicilian lemon leaf, green tea, Virginia cedar, so basically you have a touch of like a floral note, but it's clean. It's got the citrusiness from the Sicilian lemon. This one is really hard to describe because all I can say is you're gonna feel clean, you're gonna feel perfect for being outdoors, and you're gonna feel a little bit of that luxury that I was telling you about. I was saying that the Aegean citrus and sea salt has that luxury. This also has that, to me at least. And if you've tried it, chime in. I think people obviously read the comments to see what people say. It's a lot easier to have more than one opinion, because one opinion doesn't have to be the one that you're gonna have. I absolutely love this one. I almost put another one from this house, but I really have been wearing this one a lot lately. It's been really hot, like 96 to 106 degrees out here, and I just got a pool, thank God. So like these are kind of the ones that I've pulled out to like line up, because I've been at my house for about a year and a half. Haven't had a housewarming party yet, so I'm like, okay, well, I need to have one now that like my backyard was literally just weeds until I finished this, and now like everything's getting set up. So I'm like, okay, well, what fragrances am I gonna wear when I have all these people over to finally see my home? And these are the ones that I've pulled out, and like I kind of categorized them, and Day at the Beach just ended up being the one, like if, you know, I'm a little dressed up and we're having like a cute little brunch by the pool, I'll wear that, versus some of these playful ones are like if we're like diving in, you know. Long-winded way of telling you occasions on which to wear them in the summer. The next one, the next two, I gotta pull out the notes for. So this one ended up on here versus the other new one, because I find that this is very unique and you can wear it in a summer evening, and I haven't smelled anything like this before. So from the house of For the Scent of It, it's For the Scent of It Lucid Dreams Collection, Dreaming in Orange. I also blind bought Dreaming in Palmetto, and you guys already know I'm obsessed with Eastern Sea Moss, and now I got a sample of Gardenia Colada, and I will be buying a bottle of that this month for sure. But this is really unique. So let me read you the notes to this. You have blood orange, mango juice, coriander, CO2, marigold, osmanthus, orange rose, and in the base you have ambrette, amber, vanilla, and cistus. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this. It is like a nice dense rose, it's a nice dense orange fragrance. It's got a lot going on. I would probably wear this not only day, but I would wear this in the evening. It's playful, it's fun, and you could dress it up. I'm not saying it's one that you have to dress up, because this is also sweet enough to be playful. But I also want to make sure you know this is really unique. So this is gonna really stand out in your collection. Dreaming Pomelo is also nice. It's a little bit fresher, a little bit lighter, a little bit more airy. They both perform really well, and obviously the longer these ones sit, the stronger they are. When I got my Eastern Sea Moss at first, it was like good, but then it was beast after a month. So I already know this is gonna be beast as well. This one I just feel like is really unique. I'm wearing it right now, so it's just a really nice, fun, playful fragrance, but again, it's got a little bit more weight behind it. So the next one I'm gonna talk about is also, I got back on a day where I had received both of these at the same time. I order a lot of stuff, and like I never know when it's gonna be here, and I don't know if I'm gonna be home for it, but I just always take my chances because I have somebody that lives close enough to bring in my packages. But sometimes I'm just like waiting in anticipation, just like, I gotta go home, my packages are waiting for me. But let me tell you about this one, because I thought that I was gonna like the other one more, but I'm really torn, but I really like the freshness of this, so this is probably gonna be what I reach for more. Therefore, I want to be really honest with what I'm wearing. So from the House of Coastal California Parfums, it's Outer Banks. Now, I've been being really good about picking up a small bottle before I pick up the full bottle of anything. I've been really good about that. This will end up being a full bottle. I actually think the other one will as well. So this one has the notes of lime, orange, watermelon, cucumber, mint, basil, sea salt, ambergris, rose, fig, driftwood, and white musk. Let's go ahead and spray this again. I wore this the other day. Actually, I've worn all of these the other day. This is nice. It's got a little bit of herbal to it. So in my opinion, that just means you can dress it up if you want. But I think it's gorgeous. He did such a fantastic job with this one. The notes don't really do it justice. It is citrusy, it's sweet, it's fresh. Kind of like the jack of all trades, but it also has like a little bit of that that herbal feel, so you can dress it up. So I'm saying like it's just a jack of all trades. Yeah, this one will probably end up being what I wear again tomorrow. These are such amazing fragrances. Sometimes after I film a video, I just leave the fragrances lined out, and then the rest of the like week or whatever, or maybe 2 weeks, I just kind of go through those fragrances. Just because once you smell them, you're like, this is really nice. I should wear this all of the time. So there's only one more on the list. I bought a decant of this because I'd never smelled it before, and I absolutely love it. All right, so this is from the House of Sphinx, and it's First Date. And now I know the name doesn't suggest that it's a summer fragrance, but I like it. So this is what I'm wearing in the summer. Let me read you the notes and you might understand why. You have bay leaf thyme, orange, Amalfi lemon and lime, coconut and almond, heart notes of Virginia cedar, lily of the valley, sandalwood, cashmere wood, cedar, sea salt, jasmine, saffron, and rose, ambergris, musk, amber, vanilla, caramel, and tonka bean. This doesn't come off my skin too sweet. It has just enough like kind of fresh woodiness to balance it out, and a nice creaminess from like the coconut and the almond. In the open, I think the caramel is gonna pop, but once it dries down on your skin, it kind of blends in and creates this beautiful sweet background. And then the creamy sweetness comes out along with some of those fresher notes. So like, don't let the open scare you, because like right now I sprayed it, I was like, whoa, there's the caramel. But on my skin within 10 minutes, it kind of just goes back and blends in with all the other notes. I really like this fragrance. The caramel would have suggested that I wouldn't, but I think it's gorgeous. This video has gotten crazy long. If you've tried any of these, comment down below. Let people know what you think. As always, remember to like this video if you'd like to be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.